Hi everyone, welcome to another Journalist Toolbox training. My name is Mike Riley, the founder and editor of Toolbox.ai, website that helps you find tools that are useful for journalists. It's broken down by topics such as prompt writing, image creation, audio, video creation, data tools, fact-checking tools. You can go in and click on any of these pages and a series of tools will pop up with short descriptions about how to use them or what they do and if they're paid account, free account, or freemium. You can go in and use these tools. Many of them are free. It also has training videos built in it, about 5 to 10 minutes long. Usually most of them have an exercise built in as well. On the right rail here, you see a link to all of our training videos. There's more than 105 of them up there. So you can click there and go straight into the YouTube page and find the videos there. You can subscribe to it for free, so you'll get a little update every time we add a new video, which is quite often. And again, there's more than 105 of them up here. So it covers everything from AI tools to editing video and audio on your phone, data visualization tools, all kinds of stuff. Many of these tools are free, and most of these training videos are short and have a exercise tied to them. You can also click on the right-hand rail to get our free Substack newsletter. Just click here where it says newsletter. It'll take you to this Substack page. You can log in here for free. You can donate if you like, but you can go in and read our newsletter, which typically focuses on one tool or a series of tools on one topic. Oftentimes they have an exercise in a training video built into it. It's about a 5-minute read, so you can get through it pretty quickly. So take advantage of those free resources on journalisttoolbox.ai. One page we've got up there is called Summarization Tools. And if you go in there, it's right here on the middle of the page here. It's usually in the top half of the page somewhere. We've got links to all kinds of different tools that will summarize videos for you, summarize written pieces, summarize data, all kinds of different things in here. We're going to focus on 2 of them today. We're going to focus on a ChatGPT custom GPT called Summarize, as well as a tool called Summarize.tech, which I've done a previous training video on, but I'm going to mention it again at the end of this one. So to access these tools, all you have to do is go here to this handout, bit.ly/toolbox24. So go ahead and hit pause and type in this little link. All right, welcome back. So you should have the handout open by now. If you've got a free version of ChatGPT, you can now access custom GPTs. Over here on the left-hand rail, you'll see this little button that says Explore GPTs. And when you click on it, you can go in here and look up all kinds of different tools that are useful to you. They always have a set of trending tools out here. These used to be only available in the paid version of ChatGPT, but now they're available to everybody in the free version. It's broken down by different categories: productivity, writing, research and analysis. If you can just type in the word summarize into the search engine, you'll see a very robust pull-down menu of all kinds of different types of summarizer tools for YouTube videos, for text. The one we're going to work with is this one here called Summarize. So you just select that or type in the word Summarize and then hit Start Chat. Very simple interface. You can upload a document to it, cut and paste a document in, or a document link in, and it will summarize the document. You can give it specific instructions on word count, things like that. But we've given you a couple of exercises here on the handout to work with. And what we're going to start with is just this little story here. It's a story out of a website called Medscape. And we're going to ask it to summarize it into 250 words. Just a simple prompt will do. You don't need to get too fancy with it. So I'm going to copy this first, and then we're going to do it off of a link, because that's one of the nice things about this is if you want to summarize a news article and you don't, the article isn't behind a paywall, this will do it right off the link, which is nice. But I'm going to show you both ways. Summarize the following article into less than 300 words. I usually give it a word count. You don't have to, but it's helpful to give it a little bit of structure and guidance. And then I'll just plug it in and just let it go to town on it. So it's a very long article. It's broken down by categories. It has a little checklist, and it's kind of pulling some bullet points out, key points about it. Wrote a little summary off the first 3 or 4 paragraphs, and did a fairly good job. 300 words is pretty long, but I could even pare this down a little bit more to like 150, and it'll give us a good result. Let's go in and try it now with a link. I've given you a couple of links to Medscape articles. These require a login, but they're not behind a paywall, so it should work here. And I'm going to tell it to summarize this article into less than 200 words. If I don't get a good result, sometimes I'll tell it, summarize the article in this URL and be a little more specific. So it's asking, permission to go in and search for this. I'll check always allow, and then it's using a little web pilot tool to go out and pull into the article. And this is about an issue of a global impact of a climate change and urbanization in Brazil. Rising cases in this virus due to what's going on in Brazil. So you can go ahead and read the articles first. So you get a good summary of them. This is pretty good summary of it. You can give it feedback and say good response, bad response. You can copy it. You can ask it to regenerate if you don't like the result as well. So Summarize-wise, very good tool. You can just ask regular GPT to do it, but I find Summarize-wise is a little more efficient, and I found it to be much more accurate. You can just ask regular ChatGPT to do this as well. But the one thing I really like about using custom GPTs is they can pull information from the web as well as using a large language model. This works pretty well for this specific task. So that's how to do it with cutting and pasting and dropping a link into it. Summarizing video, I have a separate training video on how to do this, but I wanted to mention it again here because we're talking about Summarize, is this tool called Summarize.tech. And what it does is you can cut and paste a URL from a YouTube video in here. This works really well for public meetings. A lot of times reporters are covering more than one community, and they'll be have maybe 5 school board meetings they're covering and a couple of city council meetings. You can't get to all of them, so you have to go back and replay the video from the meeting, and that could be 2.5 hours of your life, trying to get to what you spend a lot of time scrubbing ahead to find the vote or the few key things on the agenda that they're doing. Well, if you cut and paste that URL, and I'm going to show you one that's already in here, and then we'll do a practice one I've given you on my exercise. It broke this 2.5 hour meeting down into these 3 areas with kind of a broad overview. Now, I wouldn't just cut and paste any of this and put it in my story. I would click on See More, and then it breaks it down by 5 minutes, and it hits on some of the highlights every 5 minutes in this. Here it's talking about the superintendent delivering a summary, what he talked about with this readiness program. Maybe if I'm interested in this, I can click on this 5-minute mark here and go in to this timestamp and watch the video for those few minutes and pick up and write something off of what that 5 minutes was about. Things like votes or maybe a key discussion on a real sensitive topic. Saves you tons of time having to go back and play through a bunch of board meetings. I've trained many reporters on this. I hear feedback from them saying, "Oh my God, this saves me so much time." So take advantage of that. So let's go back to the front page of Summarize.tech, and we'll use it off of a story. Now they have to have closed captioning on the videos for these to work, which is fine because most government meetings do. These can be anything, board meeting. It can be something from a conference, whatever you want. As long as they have closed captioning, the video will work in here. Right now, it only works with YouTube, but if it if they get Vimeo added in here, I know it's been discussed. It'll say so up here. So here's this Duke Healthcare Conference medical device panel session. It's about 50 minutes long, typical length of a panel at a conference. And here you've got the little breakdown of all of the people. And I wouldn't trust the spelling in here. I would go in and confirm it on the video, or Google the name to confirm it. But again, it breaks it down in these little 5-minute increments here, and then you could go in and actually listen to that timestamp in the video, which is just fabulous, because you can really pick up on that one key little item. And again, don't get in the habit of just cutting and pasting this out of here. Go in and listen to the video and write something yourself. These summaries are only to clue you in on what was discussed during that time. It's not something to actually take and write your story with. So hopefully you found these tools helpful. Remember the summarization tools page on Journalist Toolbox AI. I'm adding new ones here all the time. There's other YouTube video summary tools, all kinds of different tools that'll summarize all kinds of different things. So hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you on the next training video.